Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about all the latest Creation Club news that we just got. We got a couple of new screenshots, a couple more news and information. It looks like we may even have a release date coming with these Creation Club updates, and they pretty much go on to say we have a new workshop type and multiple quests coming to Fallout 4 later this year. Our largest Creation Club launch yet is coming in the next few weeks. We have a huge variety of new content that we wanted to give everyone an early look at and what we'll be releasing. For every item, we have a brief summary and several screenshots below. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much what they've got. There's so much new things that, well, we pretty much already knew everything that they were going to be releasing, but we just got confirmation on heaps of the things. We got the virtual workshops, travel to new worlds from the comfort of your settlement with the VR workshop, featuring limitless resources, huge building limits, placeable enemy spawners for your own custom encounters, and a selection of weather, music, and visual filters to choose from. Simply craft a new VR pod and hook it up to a new power source and a terminal, and you can transport yourself into a series of exotic landscapes and iconic Fallout locations like Grid World, Atomic Crater, Desert Island, and then we got the Capital Wasteland GNR Plaza. This bundle includes 40 new workshop items, most of which can be crafted in the real world workshops. Now, this is massive. This is so interesting and so weird. Something we've never seen in Fallout 4 before. Pretty much, it's like you're being taken to a whole new world. Obviously, this is not really canon or anything. We thought that the Fallout 3 remastered stuff was going to be like a canon little mini story where your player would go travel there or something like that. It looks like none of this is going to really do much with canon. Instead, you're going to be taken to whole new worlds, or whole new places, you could say, besides the Capital Wasteland. For example, you'll be taken to a desert, and one place that you'll be taken to, which I believe could be the desert, but I don't really know. It's pretty much, it looks like this Hawaiian themed place. I don't really know. I'm just getting a lot of feels like that, and it just looks really cool. You see a couple of new workshop items that you get. It looks like you'll be getting surfboards and all that type of stuff, beach towels, I think, and yeah, it's just very cool in my opinion. Now, I don't know how it's going to work with all the places. They said you'll be able to have unlimited resources, unlimited items. Do you get to take that back to the main game? I kind of doubt it. I don't think they'll obviously let you do that at all, but how cool is the fact that you'll be able to go to the GNR Plaza and you'll be able to build there. So you'll be able to build like a settlement in Fallout 3. How awesome does that sound? That is something so cool in my opinion, and I'm so excited to potentially do that. The Grid World, I don't really know. That it just looks like something really weird. I don't really know what type of thing that is. Then you got the Desert Island, which again just looks really cool, and it's giving me so much of that Hawaiian type of feels. And the Atomic Crater, which I guess looks kind of cool. If you're into like the Children of Adam stuff, I guess you could build like a massive settlement there and act like it's the new, Children of Adam base or something like that. I think that's something you could do. But the Fallout 3 GNR Plaza one, how awesome is that? That is just so cool in my opinion. I'm so excited to play that, and yeah, it looks like, yeah, we'll be getting a little quest maybe to potentially go with it. There's a couple rumors on what's going to be happening and stuff to go with that as well, which I guess I'll get into right now. Pretty much, I think, yeah, you'll still have the little quest that we initially thought would be happening in, but instead of it being a separate creation, I feel like you'll most likely be buying all of these creations together under one big pack that will probably be like 2,000 credits, called the Visual Workshops pack, where you'll get all like these 4 massive new settlement packs or whatever, and yeah, hopefully some quests and storyline to obviously go with them. The reason I think it's going to be up to 2,000 credits is just based on the fact of how these are actual like worlds, a whole new maps I feel like they'll potentially be, and yeah, just massive new building landscapes that you'll potentially be able to have with new quests and new characters and all that stuff might even potentially be in it. And yeah, etc. It just sounds really cool in my opinion. Then we got the Capital Wasteland Mercenaries, which seems to have something to do, I believe, with the GNR Plaza thing, saying the Capital Wasteland Mercenary creation comes with 8 new mercenary outfits, 2 of each classic Fallout 3 style: veteran, troublemaker, charmer, and adventurer. We return to the original concept art when creating these to get a new, fresh appearance. To obtain these armors, you need to fight the good fight in the Capital Wasteland by helping a ragtag group of mercenaries defend GNR, return to the iconic setting, and fight off the antagonist military company that's taken over the station. That sounds really cool again, but I don't know, does that have anything to do with the actual GNR settlement that we have, or are they two completely different things? Like, do you get this Capital Wasteland Mercenaries pack? Does that come in the Visual Workshops pack? Are they two separate packs? I don't really know what's going on there. That's kind of confusing in my opinion, and again, I don't really know how they're going to play that out. Again, it's going to be really cool and interesting to see how it's going to go. Also, before I go on any further, I think I'd like to talk to you guys about the release date that I know so far. I actually haven't read this article fully, but I believe the release date is going to be coming out sometime next week. Probably like Thursday in America and Friday for Australia, obviously. That's just what it seems to be like. That's just what I've heard. I think that's what it's going to be, but again, knowing Bethesda, they could probably delay it once again. So again, it's not 100% fact. Now the next one we have is the CR 74L combat rifle, and they're going to say when traveling through the Commonwealth, a gun is as helpful as a guide. The CR-74L offers both. It features a fully automatic rifle that can tear through your enemies at breakneck speeds, with several different faction skins to customize its looks. It also includes a handy holotape manual and virtual companion, a helpful guide as you learn the rifle and make history. So this is awesome. Again, we get a whole new quest with this. It does look like we get a whole new companion. I think that's what it pretty much says. That sounds absolutely awesome as well. I did like how we got that new NPC in that other gun pack where it was like I think it was like the blue deer. I forgot what they call it, but that was pretty cool, I guess. I hope we get something like that. That would be pretty interesting. Then the next one we have is Gunners vs Minutemen. This is the one I'm extremely excited for as well. Join the fight to retake Quincy. This can be done whether or not you're with the Minutemen, although you'll find the sturdier allies if you help re-establish them in the Commonwealth. So pretty much if you've, taken over the castle, done missions with them to get more Minutemen as well, that will pretty much, show you'll get bigger and better Minuteman soldiers and all that stuff. And yeah, it'll obviously be a lot easier and probably get some maybe extra reward with it or something. And they go on to say, as an extra reward, this creation contains 6 new armor, paint job, power armor skins, for the TI-45, TI-51, TI-60, and TI-X01. 3 of these celebrate the Minutemen, and 3 celebrate the Gunners. We get a couple of sneak peeks. I think they look absolutely awesome. If you guys are interested in Gunner stuff, which I know there's not really too much stuff to do with Gunners in-game, this will obviously be extremely awesome for those of you who haven't, and it'll be really cool if you try to retake with, the Minutemen, and then probably there could be a way that you could betray the Minutemen and set up a whole new Gunners faction there, or maybe even set up a Raiders faction. Could potentially be cool, but this is just another settlement that I guess they're adding into the game alongside those other settlements that come with the Virtual Workshops pack. Originally, I thought this settlement was going to come with all those workshops, but how was I supposed to know there was going to be this computer thing that you'd be able to access in the Virtual Workshops to go to whole different worlds? I don't know, it's kind of weird and it's kind of cool at the same time. It's something that you don't really see too often, and yeah, it's a bit different and something that we haven't seen with Fallout before. This is going to be really awesome, though, the Gunners vs Minutemen pack, and I'm extremely excited that they've spent a lot of time on doing this. And yeah, one of the things to take note is, though, when you decide to spawn a bunch of NPCs and stuff into Fallout 4, there's a big chance the game might crash sometimes and not do too well. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they kind of do this as like a scripted type of battle. Because yes, it's a battle with scripted quests. There's probably going to be a lot of Gunners and a lot of Minutemen, hopefully, that will be fighting each other like a mini war or something. So I don't know how that's going to go and how that's going to work. But let's just hope that people's Fallout 4 doesn't crash. I highly recommend if you got a PC, maybe to get it on there. Because if you're on PS4 or Xbox One, there's probably going to be a chance you're probably going to crash on there. So that's going to obviously be extremely disappointing if that happens. But hopefully they've tested it out and they know how it works. But we know from past experiences that Bethesda's stuff can pretty much come out like a buggy mess sometimes. So yeah, hopefully that's okay. Pretty much the last thing that we have is the Tesla cannon, which we got revealed in, I think it was last week's update. They say, designed by the US government, a lightweight anti-tank energy weapon, the Tesla cannon delivers a massive jolt to any unfortunate soul standing in its path. The creation includes custom modifications to attack styles and a new quest that has you track the whereabouts of a missing gunner crew. that again sounds absolutely awesome. Like a whole new quest really sounds cool. It looks like you got this blue blast that you can shoot, and it looks like from the other picture you have a massive yellow beam that comes out of the Tesla cannon that can actually hit multiple targets at the same time. Again, that sounds really awesome and something that we definitely haven't seen when it comes to Fallout 4. For those of you who don't know what the Tesla cannon is, I believe it was from actually one of Fallout 3's DLC. I believe it was Broken Steel. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I'm pretty sure it was from Broken Steel. And yeah, I believe it was also in Fallout 1 or 2, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we haven't seen this since like Fallout 3, so it's pretty cool to get it in the form of a creation. And yeah, I can't wait to play with that. The next one we have is the customizable vault suits. This is actually, I believe, the last one. They say behind every vault suit is a number, and with Vault Tech, every number has its own story. With this content, you can modify or clean your suit at any armor workbench to try out a more classic look with utility jumpsuits from the capital Wasteland. So pretty much Fallout 3 Wasteland, Fallout 3 jumpsuits and Fallout 4 jumpsuits. Choose any vault number between 1 and 120 and pick from several different colors to help you customize your suit. I do think this is a pretty cool one. I'm glad they're adding this, but I don't know. I don't really think this is that good for really anyone who plays this game. The only thing I think this is good for is roleplay. I think if you guys are roleplaying and you guys want more vault suits for your your vault and that, I believe, this is a pretty cool one, but I don't really know. Again, it didn't interest me as much now as it previously did, considering everything else that we've got is so awesome, and I'm so excited for this. But yeah, they did have a separate article, I believe, that was actually put on by on one of the forums actually. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got pretty much of the same text and everything like that. You just get a couple of different pictures and stuff that we didn't originally get when it came to the other article. But again, I'll be listing both articles in the description down below. But pretty much they have this guy on the forums who talks about this every so and then. I believe he works at Bethesda, but yeah, he gets all this stuff. But he said, we're excited to move this feature to full articles so we can share it with a larger audience. This series has proven extremely popular here on the forums, and we want to continue supporting that. As such, we've moved the article comments in here and have a large amount of additional information and screenshots to share. So again, a lot of the Creation Club stuff that they do release usually does go into the forum, so I will be linking it down below for those of you who haven't seen. But yeah, they're actually moving it to full-on articles on the official Bethesda page, which they've done a couple of them, but it's really awesome to see that they're actually in full-time doing this, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next. But again, they don't really talk about a release date, I don't believe, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, it says the new Creation Club launch is yet coming in the next few weeks or so. But when you actually open Fallout 4 I did it on PC, it actually came up with a release date, which I believe it said it was coming out in the next 5 days. So I don't really know if Bethesda know when it's coming out, because yeah, on Fallout 4 it looks like there's an official release date, while on the on all the forums and stuff like that, they're saying they believe it's coming out in 2 weeks. Again, I don't really know. And on the actual one on Bethesda's website themselves, they say in the next 2 weeks. I don't really know what's going on, but I do believe it should be coming out next week. So yeah, definitely get excited for that if you haven't already. And this is all the stuff that will be coming. I did a video before talking about everything that was confirmed. This just confirms it all. And yeah, a lot of new information that we hadn't got before. Like, something that just extremely interests me is, I thought we were going to be traveling to the capital Wasteland like a full-on canon style with a whole new story and all this stuff. I thought we'd be getting new settlements on the Fallout 4 map to try and go around. Like, we are getting one of them with the Quincy one, but there's like a computer, like a terminal that you'll be able to access. And pretty much when you go and access it, you can click on everything and go on to stuff. There's actually a picture that I'll pull up right now that they actually do have. Pretty much it says start attack mode, which I don't know what that is. I imagine if you're actually at a settlement that people would start attacking you and all that stuff. You can also generate settlers. You can change the weather. You can change render mode, which I haven't actually talked about yet as well. I believe render mode is actually colors of the whole entire Fallout 4 world map, which you can pretty much, change Fallout 4 from the natural colors and you can change it to black and white, like a filter, like an Instagram filter or a social media filter, something like that. That is so weird and extremely cool in my opinion. The other thing you can do is change the music. I don't know if that's just in-game music or you'll be able to change, radio music and put it over the top or something like that. You can also change the VR simulation, which I have no idea what that is. I think changing the VR simulation is actually what they mean by that is changing where you are. Like you can change from the desert to the GNR Plaza, or you can go back to the normal Fallout 4 map, or you can go to the crater. I don't really know. That's what I think that kind of means. And then it says exit VR simulation. That's what I'm kind of going off here. Again, I don't really know, and yeah, no one really knows actually what's going to be happening and all of that stuff. But that's just all my theories and guesses. Again, we got to wait a couple of more days or so until we get to know. And then you got the guns that I talked about earlier, which actually have a pretty cool paint job on them for multiple different ones. It's going to be really awesome to see all the new paint jobs that they do add to them. Hopefully they're all different faction ones, not just the main 4 that are in the game. Hopefully a couple different ones that they could add. And then you got, as I said earlier, the new paint jobs that they will be adding to the power armors, which just look absolutely awesome in my opinion, and I just can't wait to get my hands on them. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for the latest Fallout content and Fallout news. Don't forget to comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and opinions on this? Do you guys think it's a good idea that they're adding all of this stuff to the games? What do you guys think about this simulation type of stuff and the fact that you actually have to go on a terminal to pretty much change the location on where you are? I guess you could try and make it sound canon by saying maybe it's another map. Maybe you're like fast traveling somewhere instead of, just teleporting to a different world or something. I guess that's what you could kind of do. I don't know. It's so odd, but I kind of like it at the same time. It'll be a cool way to organize things, and yeah, there's going to be it's going to be a massive update. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if all of this combines like $45 to $50 AUD money. I don't know how much that is in USD money. I think it's like 35 or something. But yeah, I'm extremely excited for this, and I can't wait. But as I said, comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and opinions on it? But make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.